10 Cubans landed in Jamaica seeking asylum. 2 boys shot by store owner. Gunmen shoot up bar in Manchester. France beat Reggae Girls 3-0. This is Undiluted News. Mikey Bones reporting. According to the government, it is still working to purchase land in order to regularize informal settlements throughout Jamaica and support the construction of housing projects. Over the next 2 years, the Minister of Economic Growth and Job Creation intends to survey more than 800 lots in several schemes such as Canaan Heights, Clarendon, and Spicy Grove in St. Mary. More than 200 people of Trelawney's Vanziland, a sizable informal settlement, were able to obtain titles once surveys were finished. Furthermore, 60 acres of land in Bottom Pen in St. James, which is home to roughly 100 acres of informal settlements, have also been purchased. 90 lots in this region are currently undergoing survey. Meanwhile, members of the St. James Police Division and the Passport, Immigration and Citizenship Agency were, as of yesterday afternoon, processing 10 Cuban nationals who reportedly entered Jamaica shores illegally over the weekend. The individuals arrived on the island in 2 separate groups traveling in 4 boats. Among those in custody are 3 Cubans who arrived on the property of a popular hotel in Rose Hall in St. James on Sunday morning. The incident closely followed the apprehension of another group of 7 Cubans on the Unity Hall Main Road in the parish on Saturday afternoon. Assistant Superintendent Reed noted that 2 of the Cubans who spoke some English disclosed that they fled their country due to ongoing hardships. A 33-year-old man is facing a myriad of charges, including wounding with intent, following a shooting incident in which 2 teenage boys were reportedly shot at. According to detectives assigned to the Kingston Eastern Police Division, David Taylor, otherwise called Pelpa, a farm store operator of Rock Jam Road, Kingston 2, launched a gun attack on a man and 2 teenager boys on Monday, September 18. And it's alleged that Taylor alighted from a Honda Fit motorcar and aimed fire at the trio. The man and the 15-year-old were hit during the gunfire. The other teen, a 16-year-old, managed to escape unhurt. The wounded was admitted to hospital for treatment. In addition to the wounding charges, Taylor has also been slapped with shooting with intent, illegal possession of firearm, and illegal possession of ammunition charges. The police are now searching for 5 men who they said are persons of interest in an altercation which claimed the life of 1 man and left another injured in the crime-riddled community of Rockford in East Kingston. Yes, that is the same community where the mass shooting took place last week. The men being sought are identified as Max, Geodog, Benji, Nicolink Linton, otherwise called Stookie, and Okiro La Festa. Police said the men are being sought in connection with the shooting of a taxi driver. The cabbie was shot after he allegedly stabbed 23-year-old Yusuf Linton, otherwise called ISIS, at the premises where they resided. Linton later died in hospital. Reports from the police are that around 11:30 p.m., the cabbie was at home drinking liquor and quarreling about an incident in which it is alleged that a man had informed him to his girlfriend who is living overseas. The tone of his voice and the consistency of his argument annoyed other people in the yard, so they reportedly collectively attempted to forcefully evict the taxi driver from the premises. These persons, the police said, went to the cabbie's room, removed appliances, utensils, and other personal items from inside and threw them outside. The cabbie, who was next door at that time, heard the noise, went to his room to investigate, when he reportedly saw a man with a firearm in his hand standing watch as his belongings were thrown out. The police reported that the taxi driver, realizing he was outnumbered, reached for a knife from the kitchen sink. The knife was reportedly used to inflict a wound on Linton, who allegedly advanced towards him. The cabbie was then reportedly shot in the left side of his head, but he managed to duck and run from the house and escape. He was reportedly chased but managed to run to the Rockford police station, where he was assisted to hospital. Linton, who received the stab wounds, underwent treatment at hospital but later died of his injuries. A man was shot dead and his girlfriend injured after 2 masked gunmen attacked them in a robbery attempt at a bar in Inverness district in Knockpatrick, Manchester last Thursday. Police and relatives identified the murder victims as Roshane Welsh, 30, a resident of Inverness. Police said about 9 p.m. the couple were at the bar when the 2 masked men entered. Police said Welsh tried to run from his attackers but was chased to the back room where the gunmen asked where the money there. Police said the woman who operated the bar was also in the back room when the gunmen opened fire on the couple after the demand for cash was not met. The man collapsed and died at the scene, while his female partner was shot in her abdomen. The gunmen then turned their weapons on a Toyota Probox taxi which was traversing by the bar. The taxi operator narrowly escaped injuries as bullets went through the windshield, the back left side passenger window, and a door. And I can tell you so that Manchester get bad just like Westmoreland and St. James, may I tell you. So far, 43 persons have been murdered in Manchester. Detectives assigned to the St. James Police Division are investigating the circumstances surrounding the murder of a construction worker who was gunned down on the job by a group of armed thugs on Thursday. The deceased has been identified as 52-year-old Mason Donovan Hales, also called Pepper, of Greenpond in St. James. Reports are that about 9:30 a.m., Hales went to a house located at Campbell Lane in Mount Salem in the parish to repair a step when he was pounced upon by a group of gunmen who opened fire at him. Hales was shot multiple times to the upper body and died on the spot, and the motive behind the deadly attack has not been ascertained. Now, early voting has started, and I urge all who have a vote to go out and vote. This is your chance to prove that you are not a criminal, prove that where you come from is not a garbage heap. Vote so you will see the democratic process continues and the racists among us humiliated in this country. Vote for Kamala Harris and every Democrat on the ballot. Your children's future depends on it. Onto sports, France dominated their women's friendly international against Jamaica Reggae Girls on Friday, beating them 3-0. The teams were meeting for the first time since they had played out a 0-0 draw in the 2023 FIFA Women's World Cup in Australia. And in Manning Cup schoolboy football, defending champion Mona High made light work of St. Jago High in their opening round of 16 with a 6-0 win on Friday at Stadium East. The game was virtually won after the opening 45 minutes as Mona led 3-0 with Denzel McKenzie, Javier Dung, and Demarion Harris all finding the back of the net. And in the second half, Mona added another 3 goals, one of which was from goalkeeper Raquelme Edwards, who took a penalty. And in other games, St. Andrew Tech came from behind twice, including a stoppage time equalizer to earn a 2-2 draw with Wolmer's. And on Saturday, Excelsior edged Eltham 3-2. Jamaica College and Excelsior played to an exciting 3-3 draw. Campion College did a wicked 3-0 beating of St. George's, while Tivoli did a 5-0 beating of Jonathan Grant. St. Catherine edged Charlie Summit 1-0, while Kingston College did a 5-1 domino score on Hydel. In DaCosta Cup, Kemsil were 5-0 winners over Alphonsus Davis. Stets and Garvey Massio played to a 1-1 draw. Froome Tech and Clarendon College also played to a 1-1 draw, while Monroe College beat Cornwall College 4-1. Glenmore were 4-0 winners over Dinthill. Central were 3-1 winners over Manchester. Ocherius clapped Happy Grove 5-0, while McGrath edged Denby 3-2. And that's going to be news and sports on your favorite community radio. My name is Mikey Bones. I gone.